Hi, I'm April Jackson, and I invite you to join me for a 10-minute practice in seated guided meditation. Let's find a space where we can sit and find stillness. I have a chair here and I have a blanket on the mat. I'm going to take myself to the mat. However, I would love to show you how you can find yourself in a seated meditation in a chair. So I'm going to sit as far back as I can and place my feet on the ground and those blocks. My feet are firmly on the ground, and depending on what type of chair you're in, those feet are not on the ground. You can find a pillow, a blanket, blocks or a box, something that elevates the feet so they feel nice and rounded. And you can take the shoulders, relax them, and bring your hands to your lap. Palms up or down. That's your choice. It's suggested that when you are in a seated meditation that you try to find length through your torso, so having the shoulders above the hips. And if you are in a chair or against a wall, you notice I put my mat against or close to the wall, because sometimes to support yourself a little more, you can sit and lean back. However, I suggest that you allow the neck and the head to be in its own space and not lean against the wall or on a chair. You want to keep a level of alertness to yourself while you're meditating. So that's your chair option. I'm going to take myself to the floor. I have a blanket that I folded up, and that'll help give me more mobility and space in the hips and in the knees. Taking the blanket, I bring it on the mat, kind of rock and roll a little bit so you can feel your bones, those sits bones that are underneath those glute muscles. You can bring one shin in front of the other. We call this easy pose Sukhasana. You have many options for seated postures as well. You can bring the feet together, opening the hips. That'll give you more space in the knees and hips. You can also lengthen the legs a bit. So I invite you, again, to find a space where you can sit for a long period of time and find a level of comfort. For my yogis who have some more space to give, you can even take yourself and cross the shins, bringing one foot near the hip crease in a half lotus. We're taking time to find our seated space, and we found it. I invite you to find a softness in your eyelids. I've closed my eyes completely. And you're welcome to shut the eyelids or keep them soft. And more importantly, I invite you to relax your eyebrows and your forehead, your cheeks, your jaws. Let's maybe move our mouths around a bit. Really stretch the lips and open the jaws. And relax. Maybe squint the eyes closed. And then I'm not going to open my eyes. I'm just going to soften the area around my eyes. Just as we sat in the chair, we had our palms up or down. That's a choice for you as well. Palms down really bring closure and a sense of feeling more grounded. Palms up really help relax all the muscles in the arms, and it's an act of opening and receiving. You can find whatever space you're in. And now I invite you to listen to your breath. And if you cannot hear it, go ahead and breathe in through your nose and through your throat. And then let the breath go, exhaling out of the nose. Follow the pattern, follow the rhythm of your breath. Let each inhale give you an expanse in your throat and in your chest. Let it expand your rib cage, your abdomen as you drop your diaphragm. When you exhale out, it all comes back together. My invitation is for you to listen to your breath and to sit and be intentional about it. Just enough so you recognize your breath and being present in this very moment. Let yourself feel free. You don't have to be intentional about the breathing any longer, because you've already said it, and so it is. Allow yourself just to follow the breath, especially when thoughts come into your mind, which they will. As a thought floats into your mind, inhale in. And as you exhale, let the thought float away with that exhale. The thought comes and you breathe. And then it's gone as you exhale. And imagine your mind being clean and free, full of space, open. The open space allows freedom and breath and stillness. Continue that freedom and continue this meditation of freedom and openness and stillness. When the desire to start thinking comes into your mind, welcome the breath. The inhale and the exhale, letting the thought flow in and out. Continue to feel free and continue to feel open. Continue to find stillness. Breath flows and the thoughts flow. And the constant is you. Finding the stillness gives us capability of being who we truly are, the essence of who we are in our spirit, in our soul, and in our bodies. Breathe into every space in your mind. Breathe into your physical body. And let the freedom relax you from the crown of your head down to the soles of your feet, from your shoulders to the fingertips, your heart. Breathe into each space. When you're ready to breathe in a little deeper, I invite you to do that. And then we find movement in our lungs. We find an expanse in our backs, in our chests, and in our bellies. We hear the breath. And maybe we open the eyelids and we find movement in the fingers and in the wrists. If the movement is there, allow it. Maybe the movement wants to come into his shoulders. This is the freedom to be in your own space. Let's take one big breath in and just open the mouth and release. Thank you for this time in guided meditation. I invite you to practice it again and again, feeling free and open, being able to be who you truly are. Namaste.